you let me take you back? How you doing today, son?
Good, Justin. How are you?
See you again. Girl, you know that I still love you. And you know that I'm so wrong. And I don't know why I told you that I didn't need you. Can't you see that, baby, I was wrong?
Hey, welcome back, viewers.
Sorry about that.
It's James Kalm, and we are back to do what we do here. We're in the new, hot, trendy art neighborhood of Tribeca, and we're going to stop in here and take a look at an exhibition by Peter Williams titled Black Exodus. Stay tuned.
I'd love to.
Okay, well, I didn't know what to expect. I've never seen any of Peter's work before, but I looked at the Evide and said, this looks like fun. And also, we followed Freight+Volume for several years, and they're moving down here to the new neighborhood, so kind of wanted to debut the new space. I was told that Peter was indisposed, so he's not showing up for the opening. It's titled Spaceballs. Oil on canvas, 42 by 72. Well, I was looking at the work and thinking that there are a lot of elements that kind of recommended to me. One of them is I like Peter's kind of goofy imagery. And they talk about how space flight and floating in space is kind of an important aspect of his ideas. It's titled I Fell from the Sky. Soil on canvas 72 by 96. So I was talking about his kind of interesting, funny characters, but also I was looking and saying that there are some very interesting formalistic aspects of this, and one of those is that Peter likes to use pattern. Also, I like his kind of rich use of color. But most importantly, he paints. First interplanetary greetings. So as I was saying, Peter's got his kind of narrative characters. He's got his patterning. He's got some interesting, nice color things happening. And also I just like his kind of straight ahead, get the painting happening, make things happen, which I think is one of the things that if you've been painting for a while, you learn. And it said that Peter was born in 1952. It's a very wonderful year. This piece is titled Black People's Oil. So we're kind of talking about some of the formal elements. I like the central oval. also uses this, the device of the kind of shaded lines, kind of fat lines that go from, say, an orange into a sandy red, dark red into maroon, into umbers or dark grapes. This row of heads down here is nicely painted. This is a big painting. I think this is 6 by 8 feet. Also, it's nice to see that people are coming out. They're still making everyone wear masks, but thank goodness, spring is here. People are getting vaccinated, and it's only a matter of time before the pandemic. Well, I'm not going to say it's ever going to go away, but it's going to flatten out. See, also Peter does a lot of this work with pencil drawing, and even his a lot of his paint handling is kind of drawn. So I kind of like this Mars violet net over the basic idea, the basic design. This is Adam and Tanisha, 2019 oil on canvas. 60 by 72 inches. I kind of like his the use of the dark background here. He's talking about he's got an interesting color sense, and I'm looking at the background, and initially you think, gee, maybe it's black, and then you go, no, maybe it's brown, but it's actually some kind of deep rose. If this was a Prismacolor pencil, it would be black grape.
Yeah, I mean, totally. Like when I was like answering the phone at the health department, like every single question, the answer was either we're at the mercy of the federal government, or there's not enough data for me to answer that question.
This is titled Birdman. Well, I was talking about his kind of mixing various modes of things together. And so I'm looking at this and thinking, this big face over the top looks like some kind of Chinese preyed animal. I see a lot of those here in Chinatown. Then he's got his birds, which are kind of naturalistic, except this one that's somehow they're sucking something out of a hole in this guy's arm. It's kind of floated in on a monk-like sunset. Oh, and I like the magenta underpainting. Okay, we got to catch this piece too that's hanging behind the receptionist desk. I don't have a title, but I think it might be Rosa Parks. I like this. It's like Cadillac at the Lover's Outlook on Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this was the piece that was on the invitation. I was talking about the line work and the kind of urgency that Peter employs to get these paintings done, and I think that part of this, you know, he even leaves a lot of the pencil line in there, which is a nice touch and keeps these pieces kind of fresh. Well, they don't have the title or the dimensions of this piece on the list. Migration Agents 2019. This is 60 by 48, so 5 by 4 feet. Well, I was looking at some of the illustrations online and thinking about the imagery and how I would describe it, and so I kind of thought, well, kind of goofy, but some people might think that that's not a very appropriate or complimentary term, although I'm thinking to myself, well, geez, we've been up and seen the George Condo show, and that's pretty goofy. We've seen some Peter Saul shows that are kind of goofy, and some Albert Olam paintings that are totally goofy, so maybe goofy is not such a inappropriate term. I can't find the title for this one anywhere either. I'll read a little bit from the press release. The paintings included in Black Exodus have the aura of a lucid dream, whimsically depicting the exodus of an Afro-Futurist people into unexplored climes in outer space and parallel dimensions. Williams also demonstrates how our presence to others and to history is mediated by technology, while his personal take on Afro-Futurism often comes off as childlike and humorous. The viewer can read into his otherworldly vistas the labors that have been reckoned with to realize a new collective identity and freedom. Okay. Space travel is essential to Williams' Afro-Futurist vision. Nevertheless, his figures have an ambivalent relationship with spacesuits, which sometimes seem to hamper their freedom, even though they provide an opportunity to live in a new utopian atmosphere. In a painting like Astronaut 2, the woman depicted exists apart from her spacesuit. On her face, one detects more than a hint of annoyance at the fact that she has to cover her body with an interplanetary suit. It's titled Astronaut 1. Oil on canvas, 40 by 30 inches. This is 2019. Well, so they talk about the astronauts and the annoyance at having to wear the spacesuits. And well, I kind of like the idea of the Afro-Futurists. Let me see if we can get a view of this one, which I would assume is Astronaut 2. It's also 40 by 30 inches. Okay, we've got a teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini on underneath the spacesuit. It's a nice touch. This has been a run through of Peter Williams' Black Exodus here at the debut opening of the new Freight Volume on Lisbonard Street in Tribeca. You can like this. Share, post it to all your social media sites, and you can leave your thoughts, ideas, comments, criticisms, and reviews below. We just ask you to say thank you, Kate.